Was he not most honorable of three? Therefore he was their captain. Howbeit, he attained not unto the first three. And Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, the son of a valiant man. And by the way, you had other men that was not in this time, which is in the book of Judges. You have Jathath, you have Shemgar, Japhthat. You know what I'm saying? You had a lot of mighty men in our people, man. So, you know what I'm saying? So that's dope. But anyway, I'm gonna just talk about the ruins of David, the son of a valiant man of Kabzeel, who had done many acts. He slew 2 lion-like men of Moab. Yeah, these Moabites were strong too, but he killed them. You know what I'm saying? He went down also, and slew a lion in the midst of a pit in time of snow with his bare hands. And he slew a Egyptian, a goodly man. So he was powerful too, man. These Egyptians were big, strong people too, man. You know, this Mizraim, man. They enslaved us, man. They was great and strong people, strong and great and tall people, man. Okay, and the Egyptian had a spear in his hand, but he went down to him with his staff, a staff, right, of wood, and plucked the spear out of the Egyptian's hand and slew him with his own spear. These things did Benaiah, the son of Jehoiada, right, and had the name among 3 mighty men, and he was more honorable than the 30. But he attained not to the first three. And David set him over his guard. Asahel, the brother of Joab, which is another family member, was one of the 30. Elahada, the son of Dodo of Bethlehem. And here come these names. I'm not going to read them all because I'm going to butcher them. I know I will. I'm not going to pronounce them good, I know for sure. So I'm going to just leave it. You can read it for yourself if you have the time. Shema, that's about the only one I could pronounce easy. But yeah, you had this and this. So it says here Uriah the Hittite, and it was not a Hittite. He was called a Hittite, just like Simon the Canaanite in the book of Matthew, right? 37 in all, 37 mighty men. So you should already think about these men are going to be back. They're going to be raised up. The Lord said so. And where? Well, he said it right here. No, wait. Here. Where did I put it? Maybe it was here. Right, here. The ruins of David shall be set up back again. That's what the Lord is going to do. Oh yeah, I forgot that one. The Lord is also going to do this one. I can't wait for this one, man. Every single individual one of us is going to be Samson. More than that, by the way. Joshua 23:10. One man of you shall chase 1,000. For Yahweh, your power, he it is that fighteth for you, as he had promised you. Man, we gonna chase you people, man. It's gonna be a beautiful day. The book of Zechariah chapter 14 verse 1. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh, and thy spoil shall be divided in the midst of thee. For I will gather all nations against Jerusalem to battle, and the city shall be taken. This is when we did wicked. So the Lord gathered all the people to come and fight against us. And the city shall be taken, and we lost. And the houses rifled, and the women ravished. The women of Jacob got raped. Look at the Native Americans. They got their women got raped, robbed, murdered. You had the slaves. They got raped, robbed, murdered. You had the Latinos, tribes over there in South America and stuff. But guess what? Raped, robbed, murdered. So they did that. Okay, they did that in these days, and they did that in slavery days and genocide days of the Native Americans and stuff from 1492 until now. They're still doing it until this day. Right. So, and half of the city shall go forth into captivity. That did happen. And the residue of the people shall not be cut off from the city. Okay, now this is where the Heavenly Father is going to stand up. He's going to protect the Israelites that believe in him. which is what he's going to do right now in this day and age. In 2023, he's already protecting us right now with this truth. The weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty to the Heavenly Father, for the pulling down of strongholds and stuff like that, right? So he said, and the residue of the people shall not be cut off from the city. What he's going to do with the residue then? And what does the word residue mean? The word residue means a small amount of something that remains after the main part has gone or been taken or used. The Lord is going to cause 2/3 of the Israelites to die. This is their lot. This is what they deserve. You know? And what does the remnant mean? Remnant? Not a game. The remnant definition. Remnant. Residue. That's the remnant. A part or a quantity that is left after the greater part has been used, removed, or destroyed. And in this case, destroyed. Also the same thing with residue. Gone. And by death. And which means remnant, remainder, remnant again. And here it says it again, residue, here, residue, and which is another word for remnant. So it says here, and the residue, the remnant of the people shall not be cut off from the city. Then shall Yahweh go forth and fight against those nations as when he fought in the day of battle. So you mean to tell me that the Lord is going to give us that power, just like how we used to fight people back in the days with superpower, but now he's going to add spiritual powers onto that, which is this. Which is this. You mean to tell me that the Lord is going to give us this? You mean to tell me that the Lord is going to give us this? Yes, he's going to, because he said so. We're going to be able to do this. Come on, play. Poof. There you go. Yeah, this. Man, I can't wait for that World War III. Before World War III, sorry. Because when World War III comes, the Lord is going to come and take us up out of here. You know, we're not going to participate with that. But before the World War III comes, we're going to fight. We're going to fight, all right? Because the Lord is going to gather all the nations to come and fight against us. The majority of our people are going to die. So yeah. So they're going to die. So we're warning you. We're warning you. The Lord said it right here in the book of Ezekiel chapter 33. It says right here that Ezekiel 33 verse 1. Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon the land, if the people of the land take a man of their coasts, and set him for their watchman, which is what we're doing right now. We're telling you, like, hey, the war's coming. If, when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet. We are blowing the trumpet right now. We're, you know what I'm saying, making these videos and standing on the corners of the street. And warn the people. We're warning you. Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet, and take it not warning, if the sword come, and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head. He heard the sound of the trumpet, and took not warning, his blood shall be upon him. But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul. But if the watchman see the sword come, and blow not the trumpet, and the people be not warned, if the sword come, and taketh any person from among them, he is taken in his iniquity. But his blood will I require at the watchman's hand. So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, thou shalt hear the word at my mouth, and warn them from me. That's what we're doing. We're hearing the word of the Heavenly Father, and we're coming to tell you, like, hey, you better get right, because the Lord is about to unleash these demons on the planet Earth, man. And one of them greater demons is Esau. As it says right here, Revelation 12:12, it says, Therefore rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. That's why he's trying to change everything right now. Boys are girls, girls are boys. All that type of crazy shit, man. That's what they're doing. He knows he has but a short time, so he's trying to fuck up the mind of anything in existence. He's trying to corrupt the creation of the Heavenly Father. He's trying to destroy everything and anything in existence, and basically turn everything around, you know. Second Ezra chapter 16, verse 71. They shall be like madmen, sparing none. The devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, knowing that he had but a short time. But still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. He's going to come like a crazy guy. These Edomites, and they're going to come with their military. They're going to come with all them weapons. And not just them. Because the Lord said he's going to gather all nations to come and fight against us. And a lot of people are going to die. Since you want to walk around like this. You want to walk around like this. This is what you want to walk around like? You want to walk around like this? Really? You think you're pretty? You think you're pretty? You know what they're gonna do to you? They're gonna show you butthole what's really going down. You know how these devils get down, right? They're gonna show you. Won't be pretty? You think you're pretty? Man, the Lord's gonna show you, man. The Lord's gonna show you. He's really gonna show you what's really going down. Yeah. Yeah, you think you're pretty? These Negroes don't know what the fuck is going on this road, man. They want to walk around like their enemy and shit. Have you ever seen a KKK member with rasta? Or put some fades in some dumb shit like that? You see that shit? No. Because they hate you. They know who they are. They stay themselves. But you want to be them. You're just like them. You're just like your mama. Who you got that from? You got that from your mama. You should be ashamed walking around like this. I would be ashamed to death. I would look at myself. God damn, my ancestors would hate me. Looking like a goddamn demon. I look like the ones that enslaved them. Why would I do that to myself? I'd rather fuck a white girl and even get it. No, I don't want to say that. But you know what? Yeah. I'd rather get a baby with a white chick than look like a white boy. Fuck out of here with that shit, man. Disgusting. But anyway. Then shall the Lord go forth and fight against those nations as when he fought in the day of battle. And you know how he is going to protect us? Jaga. Thundercats. This is how the Lord is going to protect us, man. He's going to come like Jaga, man. He's going to protect us like this, man. Check this out. Here it should be. It should play, right? Here. And then Jaga will come. Oh, shit. That's how he's going to protect us, man. Wait, let me see if I can find a better picture. Oh! That's how he's going to protect us, man. The Heavenly Father got our back like that. You know what I'm saying? He's going to really do it. Because he got it like that. It's the Lord. He says it right here. Then shall the Lord go forth and fight against those nations as when he fought in the day of battle. And you have to understand... the Spirit came heavily upon Samson. Where is it? Judges chapter Judges 14. Judges 14 and 6. And the Spirit of the Lord came mightily. Oh, it was mightily. It wasn't. Let me see. Let me spell mightily. You spell that. Mightily. Oh yeah, I got it. Right. Mightily. Huh? Mightily. Judges here. I know it's multiple times. Let me see. Judges 14 and 6. And the Spirit of the Lord came mightily upon him, and he rent him as if he would rent a kid. And what is a kid? A goat. A kid is a baby goat. Here, a baby goat. So he ripped them in pieces, just like how he would rip in pieces a goat. And he had nothing in his hand, but he told not his father or his mother what he had done. King David did the same thing too when he was beating up these bears and lions and protecting the sheep from them. Judges 15 and 4. And when he came unto Lehi, the Philistines shouted against him. Bad move. And the Spirit of the Lord came mightily upon him. And the cords that were upon his arms became as flax that was burned with fire. And what type of the thing it was? Flax rope. Here, this it burned like this, flax rope. Because how do you make this rope? You make it from actually flax. Flax is plants, flax leaves. Then you weave them together, and then therefore out of this you can make rope. Yeah, that's how you make rope. Here, you can make this, and then when it dries, it gets even stronger. But in the beginning, it's green, and then of course it dies. And this is also flax. You can make linen from this. Linen. Yeah. I think it was flax, right? Wait, let me see. Yeah. Yeah. Here. Then you can. You have flax seed, and then it grows into this, and then you got broken flax, and you got stretch flax, and you got combed flax, and then you got this. You can even make it here. I'll put the link in the description box so you can check it out for yourself, right? If you have the time, so you can hear. She's dressed like a Dutch person. This is a Amish, which are Dutch people, by the way, if you didn't know. So she gathers the top. She gathers it up, right? And then they go in and they comb it. Like a white girl hair, they comb it, they you know, right? So they do that one, and then later they do this one, and then later they do this one. They brush it when it's until it's straight. This like this, brushed out, and then they comb it again, and then it looks like their hair. Right? The first one looked like mine. Yeah, right. Going on. That shows you that our hair can turn into this. It's literally the truth. Like this one here. Right. Anyway. Okay. So yeah, here you have it. So I'm gonna put this link in the description box so you can check it out for yourself. And of course the other one you can also check out for yourself, which is this one. No. How you make rope from flax. How you make rope from flax. How to make rope from flax. Of course, you braid this here, and then you could braid, and then you could put it on these type of things and stuff like that, and then it turns into this. It's very hard, but Samson broke it, right? And his bands loosed from off his hands. And what did he do with that? He did with the Spirit of the Lord. He killed him. So once the Lord gives us that power, okay, it's going to be fun that day then. Heavenly Father willing, because he said that he's going to do it. He's going to come and protect us like Jaga. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, going on. Now this is the book of Numbers chapter 24 verse 25. And Balaam rose up and went and returned to his place. And Balak also went his way. Right. So I was going to read the book of Job chapter 20. But I'm going to read this here first. The remnant, right? Micah chapter 5 verse 7. And the remnant, the residue of Jacob, the ones that are left over after the killing of the people of Jacob, shall be in the midst of many people as a dew from the Lord. The dew covers all. As the showers upon the grass that tarrieth not for man. Just like how the storm comes, it doesn't wait for you. You wait for you to hide under something. No. It comes to make you wet. Nor waited for the sons of men. And the remnant of Jacob shall be amongst the Gentiles in the midst of many people as a lion among the beasts of the forest, as a young lion among the flocks of sheep, who, if he go to, both tread down and tear it in pieces, and none can deliver. Thine hand shall be lifted up upon thine adversaries, and all thine enemies, 100%, shall be cut off. Wait for that day, man. You can read the rest for yourself if you have the time. All you witches are going to be destroyed also. No more Mickey Mouse witches and stuff like that. Nothing like that. It's gonna stop. So no more witchcraft, like for example, these type of things that Ted Gunderson was warning us about. No more type of these things, you little kitty porn, Satanism and pedophilia. All that is going to stop. And by the way, this is Ted Gunderson, Theo, this guy, him, him, him. Of course, they murked him, you know. Why? Because he's talking. He's telling the truth, you know. So, hey, we give you a medal for that, for talking. But the Lord did that because the Lord said this. 64 and 4, Psalm 64 and 4, and 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. I'm definitely not friends with no goddamn Edomites because they telling them what they're doing. I'm staying away from these rich devils, man. You see the average devil, man, they don't really, they're walking around you and stuff like that. They don't necessarily hate your guts. They do hate you if they was richer, because then they had the power to separate themselves from you, which I ain't got no problem with that. I got a problem with you trying to mess with me. That's what I got a problem with. But and you're being a hypocrite. You want me to not hate you for the things that you have done upon my ancestors, but you want me, yes, me, they want me to hate Hitler for the things Hitler done to, so-called done, which I don't believe in, but anyway, done to yours. I don't give a shit about you. So, but they still want you to care. Oh, why don't you see that what he done was so bad? I don't see it. What about what you did to the Native Americans? Oh, that's a long time ago, man. We was friends. I mean, they traded in Manhattan for a bunch of beads, and you're racist for bringing that up, man. Yeah, see? There goes the devil. You can't reason with them. Why would you try? I'll just wait for the Heavenly Father to judge you. I'm not going to reason with you. You're trying to reason with the devil. Let me reason with them. That's not something that should be in your vocabulary. Reason with an Edomite. Reason with them for the things that they have done unto our people. You're an idiot. You're definitely an idiot. Job chapter 20, verse 4. Oh, I already read that. It says here, yeah, he shall perish forever. Okay, like his own dung. He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night. They're going to be exterminated, man. The eye also which saw him shall see him no more. Extermination. Neither shall his place any more behold him. Extermination. And we're going to possess Edom, the lands of theirs. His children shall seek to please the poor. We love black people. We want to help you. That's what they're actually trying to do right now, from left to right and stuff like that. Look, from now and then, I mean, they're trying to please you by, fighting for your rights and stuff like that. Because, a lot of these average Caucasian people, when you see these protests, let me see. Black Lives Matter protests, for example. You see a lot of Caucasian people and shit like that. You'd be like, what are you doing there? You're the reason this shit's happening. Your people. But, you have these little white girls that actually like you. Shit. Hey. Okay, cool. Yeah, still. His children shall seek to please the poor. That's why these Edomites are trying to kill you too. You nigger lovers. Oh, that's funny. Fucking nigger lovers. And his hand shall restore their goods. They're going to want to give it back. But it's too late. His bones are full of the sin of his youth. Rape, rob, murder, slavery, genocide. All the shit that they did. Experimented on our people. Tuskegee syphilis experiment. Guatemala syphilis experiment. They got a lot of crazy cancers buzzing up in the neighborhood. Diabetes. All type of crazy shit they gave us, man. Their food is different in their neighborhoods. When you come to our neighborhoods, then you taste our food. Then you go to their neighborhood, you taste their food. You'd be looking around, you'd be like, hey, all you fuckers here look healthy. When you go to your neighborhood, you'd be like, there's a lot of fat black bitches around here. What the fuck is going on? Yeah, they're feeding you slop. That's why. You got here McDonald's, you got there McDonald's, you got here this, you got here that. But when you go to their neighborhood, you see a lot of Whole Foods and all kinds of crazy healthy stores. What are they doing? They're doing it on purpose, and they're doing it by design. They're trying to get you fat, sick, and the end result is trying to kill you, put you in the grave where you belong according to them. Get you fat, get that heart muscle really worked up, and then you just gonna give up or explode. Poof! It's too much for the body right about now. You ate too much. You ate yourself to death. That's how you get diabetes. Don't drink milk, by the way. Milk is for the cows, and keep the milk to the cow, okay? Don't drink milk. Milk is supposed to be a delicacy, meaning you drink it one time in a fucking year or something like that, or cheese, whatever. And even that I don't do anymore. You know what I'm saying? I never liked milk, by the way. Never liked milk because I always found it weird. Always found it weird. Back in the days when I was younger, I actually believed that milk is going to make you white because I heard stories about Madonna, how she was bathing in milk trying to make her skin white. So I was afraid of that shit, man. I'm not making this up. I'm telling you the truth. I was scared that milk was going to make me white. That's what I thought when I was small. I actually really thought that, man. You know, so that's funny. His bones are full of the sin of his youth, right? Right. Which shall lie down with him in the dust. Yeah, it's going to stick to you, devil. It's going to stick to you. All the things that you have done upon our people. Even in Vietnam. Look at this shit. Agent Orange. This is also what he did. This is one of the bones of his is the sin of his youth. That shall stick unto his bones. I thought this was Photoshop. No, it's not. It's real. These people are so fucked up with their DNA that they're born like this. No eyes, man. You got spaghetti feet. Literally, man. You got bending bones. Crazy shit, bruh. Look here. Look here. That's what Agent Orange did. Even in the movie, here, this is what they used to do. I never learned this because they're not going to teach you this. Why would they teach you this? You know what I'm saying? This is what they were doing there. And in the movie that's why you got to watch all these old school movies, man. In the movie Rocky 1, if I'm correct, and Rambo 1. Visiting his brother friend, the so-called black man, in the beginning of the movie. Wait. Right. So when I saw this movie for the first time, I didn't see this because it flew over my head, and I didn't even know about Agent Orange. I just heard about Vietnam War and stuff like that. Okay, cool guy. I didn't know what the fuck they was doing over there, and until now I'm grown up. Now I know. Now I know. Like, God, that's some devil shit, man. That's not just war. That's some devil shit, man. Also, what they did in Iraq. The uranium that they shot them that they shot them people with, man. These are the children that were being born over there after these Edomites were done with the war in Iraq. Yeah, man. Some crazy shit. Oh, I can't even look at these videos, man. These pictures. I need my stomach to. I need my food to stay in my stomach. Right. This is a thing on Daily Motion. I'm gonna leave the link in the description box so you can check it out for yourself if you have the time. I'm gonna stop it a little bit so that the software doesn't detect that I'm playing this movie, even though it's backward. I still don't want to get that copyright thing. So I actually want to go to the point, but I have to keep on stopping this. So that's, like I said, for the copyright, so that it doesn't detect that I'm playing this movie.
Excuse me. Can you tell me this where Delmar Barry lives?
He ain't here.
He ain't here. Okay. Well, what happened to him then? What happened to him? Well, let me tell you. Let you tell me that.
Go on inside.
Let me let you tell me. Shit. I want to get to the point.
Oh, he's a friend of mine.
He's a friend of mine. He wrote the address for me himself. Yeah. Right. So there was a Vietnam War, right? Cool.
As a matter of fact, he wrote this address down. Right here.
Okay, it stopped out of itself now. Probably buffering.
Yeah. You can see that's Elmore's writing.
Yep. This place is hard to find, right?
Sure had a hard time finding this place.
That's his writing.
Like I said, he's a friend. My name is John Rambo. We served on the same.
We worked together in Vietnam, but he said we served, but the translation is garbage.
Team together in Nam.
We served on the same team together in Nam. We worked together in Vietnam with garbage. The person should be fired. Translating that.
I don't know if he ever talked about me.
I don't know if he ever talked about me. Garbage.
I got a picture.
I got a picture, he said. Right, I got a picture. I've got a photo of us both. Really, what a joke.
Of us together.
Mm-hmm.
Somewhere.
Hey, it should get to the point, man. Where is it?
Putting it back because he's so big. If he didn't, he'd take up the whole picture. Look how big he is.
Delmar's gone.
Yeah, what happened to him?
What time will he be back?
He died.
What? He's a great actor, man. When I saw this movie in a normal voice, it's actually, the surprise is real good. It's real good. And Brother Bay, he's a Jake. So, yeah.
Died last summer.
Died how?
Cancer.
Cancer. Cool.
Brought it back from Nam.
Brought it back from Vietnam. Wow. I wonder how.
All that orange stuff that
All that orange stuff they sprayed around there.
spread it around
Let me make her repeat it again.
Nam. All that orange stuff that spread it around.
All that orange stuff they spread it around. Here it says from the orange stuff they sprayed around there. So what is that orange stuff? This. Agent Orange. This. Oh, okay, I got it right there. Here. Agent Orange. Agent Orange in Vietnam. Lingering pain and injustice. That's what they did. And they don't teach you about this in school. Why would they? Why would they teach you about this? You got kids being born like this. Kids being born like this. These are the sins of his youth. He's going to pay for this, by the way. All this shit right here. These are the sins of his youth. Where is it? Here then. Job chapter 20 verse 11. His bones are full of the sin of his youth, which shall lie down with him in the dust. It's not gonna go away from you, man. This is your legacy. This is the Caucasian legacy, the history of the Caucasus race. This is what they did. You're gonna be remembered for this. The Heavenly Father does not forget. Just like how you don't forget Hitler. Some kids are born without eyes. They're already short, but now they've made even shorter. You got a female that was also like this, but she was grown. She had pelican feet. Fucked up shit. They even have statues that sprayed in orange to remember the shit that these people did, these Edomites. I have a documentary of this, a like little 10-minute documentary. You can watch that if you want to, if you have the time. He's probably crying. I would too. All of them nowadays. This is in 2023 and stuff like that, right? So, how long was Vietnam War? Like 50 years ago, something like that? 60 years ago? When was Vietnam? 70 years ago? 55. 75. We're in 2020 right now. So that's, let me see, 20. Going back and then, wait. 20. And then 50, it's 70 years ago, something like that. So to the 70 years ago, something like that. Right. And this is when 170 million. They ain't gonna do fucking shit. Look at you. Look at your body. You think money is gonna help this? Shit. Wow, that's fucked up. You got kids until this day born like this. 70 years ago. So They're damaged, and this is 2014. So these kids are still alive, and there are many more like this. You have 70 years ago, and they still feeling the effects in their DNA from the shit that these goddamn devils have done. Full of the sins of their bones, full of the sin of their what? His bones are full of the sin of his youth, the things that they have done. Birth defects. Birth defects. Is Agent Orange still causing birth defects? What a stupid question. What a You know what? Let me not mess myself up here in the mind. Let me read on. Job 20:12. Though wickedness be sweet in his mouth, though he hide it under his tongue, he's a liar. Though he spare it and forsake it not, but keep it still within his mouth. He's still doing things like this. He went over there to Iraq and shot them people up with uranium and fucked them up too. Yet his meat in his bowel is turned. It is the gall of asps within him. He can never change. The Caucasian race had since 1492. He had over 400 years, 530 years, 31 years, something like that. 530 years since 1492. 530 years he had to make peace with us. He still didn't make peace with us. What does he do? He continues to rape, rob, murder. So it's really in him. It is the serpent. He's a serpent. He had swallowed down riches that he stole, and he shall vomit them up again. The Lord said so. He's going to stir it up in your bowels. Yahweh shall cast them out of his belly. Smack the shit at you. He shall suck the poison of asps. The viper's tongue shall slay him. Everything that you did is going to come back and bite you. He shall not see the rivers. You're not going to see prosperity. The floods, the brooks of honey and butter. You're not going to see the beauty of the world. Well, now you have, but in the future, you're going to be gone. That which he laboreth for shall he restore. Everything you stole, you're going to give back. He shall not swallow it down. According to his substance shall his restitution be. The more you have, the more you will give. And he shall not rejoice in them. You're not going to give all your stuff further onto your children's children for many generations more, because you have been doing it for a couple of decades right about now, a couple of centuries right about now. Because he had oppressed the poor and had forsaken, he had oppressed and had forsaken the poor, because he had violently taken away an house which he builded not. America, South Africa, certain parts in Europe, the whole continent of Europe, the whole place of Europe, continent. You don't belong here. You belong in the caves. That's your home there. You need to go there, back there. And you don't want to, because your house is shit. So you steal others. Surely he shall not feel quietness in his belly. He shall not save of that which he had desired. Everything is going to be taken away from you. There shall none of his meat be left. Therefore shall no man look for his goods. Once we done with you, the places like where you are, like you're a tomb raider, right? You're a thief. You're a excavator, which is another word for thief. What you call this devil again? Indiana Jones. He's a fucking thief, man. He goes over there and he steals stuff. That's what he does. That's Edomites, man. That's what they do. They go over. If I went to the Queen of England, right? That dead beast. If I went to the so-called Queen of England, right? And I went over there, right? And I dug up her grave and I took all the riches that were in her grave. What do you think they would do to me? But here it is, they go to the Egyptians and all the other places, since the real Egyptians are Africans, by they're Hamites. They're not the Arabs. But here it is, he goes to all the nations of the planet Earth, and what does he do? He excavate. He says excavate. It's just a fancy word of saying stealing. He goes with a little thing, this thing, I don't know how you call it, but you can paint with it. But then he goes up and he cleans stuff and he finds stuff worth millions and then he puts it in his museums. He puts these things in his museums, which he stole from other nations. You know, gold. Meanwhile, the people of that land are poor. And he has all the gold in his museums that he stole. And the funny thing is, when the people of those lands want to come and look at these things, they need to pay in order for them to even see these things of their ancestors. That's funny in itself. They got a whole map of the continent that they robbed. Fucking devils, man. This is some funny shit, boy. Really. Hey, I just read stolen real quick. You stolen artifacts, man. I wasn't even looking for that. I just saw it by accident. Stolen artifacts, man. Yeah, it is stolen. I just said that. Funny that they're saying it too. Looted treasures, man. They thieves. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. You're going to be in a lot of trouble once that time comes, when you're full of your thievery. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon them. All the laborers upon the planet Earth is going to come and get you. Because this word wicked is not talking about evil people. It's talking about workers. Let me see. Where was that? Job 20 and what? Job 20 and what? Job 20 and 22. Here, Hebrews 6001. Hebrews 6001. Laborer, sufferer, wretched one. Sufferer, everybody that suffers is gonna come and fucking destroy you for that shit, man. Once that time comes, of course. Not now. 23. When he is about to fill his belly, that is his enterprise. That is his new world order. The Heavenly Father shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. While you think you finna set up your enterprise, which is that new world order, the Heavenly Father is going to do you something. Job chapter 5 and 12. The Heavenly Father disappointed the devices of the crafty. Who's the crafty? These Edomites. They're crafty and cunning with their little demonic ways, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. That new world order is not going to come to pass. The Lord said that you're going to do it to a certain degree when you're about to fill your belly. When you're about to set up that new world order, the Heavenly Father is going to cast fury upon your head, and it's going to rain upon you like with them nuclear bombs. Boom, 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 boom. He shall flee from the iron weapon. See? It's talking about the nuclear missiles. You're going to run. You're going to hide. You're going to hide in the top of the Carmel, which is mountains. They got mountain cities. They got underground facilities. Like in the movie Resident Evil, movie 1, you got G.I. Joe for movie 1, which is underwater cities. You have Batman, which is cities in the cave. Sorry, a cave in the mountains. They got stuff like that. They got underwater cities. G.I. Joe, the first movie. They got Resident Evil, facilities under the ground, cities under the ground. They got cities in mountains. Batcave is one of them. Just an example of facts. You can Google those things, by the way. Cities under the ground, cities in a mountain, and cities under the sea. You can Google all that. You can find it. It's just easy to be. They boast about it even. They show you pretty pictures. He shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow of steel shall strike him down. Nuclear missiles. The Lord is going to get you. It is drawn. It cometh out of the body, which are those silos. The glittering sword cometh out of the gall. Terrors are upon him. That's why they're scared for Iran to have uranium in order for them to be used upon them. They're scared. They're scared also for North Korea, because North Korea is testing their nuclear missiles and stuff like that. ICBM, if I'm correct, that is intercontinental ballistic missile, something like that. Right. They're scared. They're scared. The terrorists up, they're scared. Bitches. The glittering sword is talking about the nuclear missiles. Them arrows. Because what do you call an arrow? What is a broken arrow? The definition of a broken arrow is this: an accidental event that involves nuclear weapons. A broken arrow refers to an accidental event that involves nuclear weapons, warheads, and components that does not create a risk of nuclear war. But the point is, it's called an arrow. Whether it be broken, because if it's a fixed arrow, or I mean, if it's a working arrow, then it's a working nuclear missile. So what do they call an arrow? A freaking nuclear missile. And that's the same thing that's in the Bible. The glittering sword that flies, it comes out the body. What is coming out the body? Here. This is the body. This is the body. This is the body. It comes out the body. It's a glittering sword. Because when it travels, it glitters in the sunlight. It's here you can see the reflection. So once it hit the sun, I don't know if you ever seen it, right? If you see a airplane flying just normal, and then it's a sunny day, then you look at it sometimes and it blinks. It looks really like really shiny metal. Well, that's this thing also. It can do the same thing. If the sun hits it in a special direction where you can see it at, then it will glitter. The glittering sword that cometh out the body. All darkness shall be hid in his secret places. A fire not blown shall consume him. What is that? Nuclear fire. Because you didn't blow it. No, you didn't blow that fire, my man. A fire not blown. That's this. This is nuclear missiles. The Lord is going to make you taste of your own weapon, which is what you deserve. That's why you're scared of it. That's why you're scared that North Korea and Iran got the missiles. It shall go ill with him that is left in his tabernacle. Yeah, that's what you deserve. You're going to get fucked up once that time comes. The heaven shall reveal his iniquity, and the earth shall rise up against him. Everyone on the planet Earth is going to fight against you, devils, eventually, because they will know what type of evil things you have done. Everybody will be taught and learned what you have done to them. Messed up the food, messed up the water, messed up the air that we breathe, chemtrails every fucking day. The earth is now more misty. When you look up, you see a yellow type of mist in the air. You'd be like, what is that? That's some chemtrails, man. Why is he doing that? Because he wants you dead. Keep the population under 500 million. 28. The increase of his house shall depart. All that you stole shall go away from you. And his goods shall flow away in the day of his wrath. The day that you're going to pay, all your goods are going to fly away. They're going to get wings and fly. This is the portion of a wicked man with from the Heavenly Father, and the heritage appointed unto him by the Heavenly Father. That's what you deserve. And you know what's even funnier? Your women are not going to cry once that time comes. Job 27 and 13. This is the portion of a wicked man with the Heavenly Father, and the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty. If his children be multiplied, it is for the sword, death unto them, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread. You're going to starve to death. You're going to get what you deserve. You shouldn't be satisfied with bread. Man, you're going to get what you deserve for your father's sake. Just like how I now have the repercussions of my ancestors, because when they see me, they see it. Right. So you're going to have the same thing too. You're going to be a stigma of your ancestors. Wait until that time comes, man. It's going to be a beautiful day that day. Those that remain, this is why the Bible is the comforter. All these beautiful gospels. But it's good news for us and bad news for them. Well, too bad. Because in slavery, they thought they was the gods upon the planet Earth, and we had it bad. Well, now it's going to turn around. We're going to be the gods on the earth, and that we don't thought we are. We will be. Once the Lord sets us up like that. And then you're going to be the tail, and then we're going to be the head. Those that remain of him shall be buried in death, and his widows, these little white women, shall not weep. Even they hate you. You're a white man. You're oppressing me. I want to be free from you. Leave me alone. You're racist. You're a white man. There's a lot of Edomite females right now that hate you. Oh man, they hate you so much they search nigga dick. That's what they're doing. Hey, that's what they're doing right now, man. This is funny. All the power that you have, these white women still don't want to be with you. Of course, there's plenty that want to be with you, man. But I'm just laughing at the ones that don't. I'm just laughing at you because of the ones that don't want to be with you. They'd rather be with a slave descendant. You know how horrible that actually is? Think about it. You're the lowest of the lowest upon the planet Earth, and here comes the highest ranking female upon the planet Earth, the most desired, the ones that is called the most beautiful, and that is seen as the most beautiful. This is how the majority of the black females walk around on planet Earth, like this. This is how they walk around. They think they're beautiful too. So clearly, and this is an understatement, clearly they see you as the epiphany of beauty upon the planet Earth, you little white girls and stuff like that. Right. So here it is, the white woman wants to be with a nigga. She steps off of her pedestal. She comes sleep with us in the barn on hay, and still's happy. You gotta be a real piece of shit to step out of the king's house. The king upon the planet Earth is the Edomites right now. Step out of the king's house, run away from the king's house, and sleep in the barn with the servant. You gotta be a real piece of shit for your princess daughters and even wives to want to do that. You should think about it. Let that sink in. They're stepping down when they come to us. And the black female is stepping up. Moving on up. Moving on up. You know what I'm saying? Look at her, looking like her cheeks is red. These people are funny as hell, man. I don't pay black females like this, no mind whatsoever. They're only in this because of the status. You see, the white female, she's actually not in it for the status. She's in it for real love. A nigga lover. You gotta be really in love to step down from your pedestal and come sleep with us in the barn. This one, she's trying to get that white boy. And she, I even make my cheeks red, master. Massa? I make my cheeks red. Just to let you know I'm down with you. Just to let you know so you can see me from afar. Yep. I'm gonna do this is an even bigger demon. Goddamn. She's a celebrity demon. Those are worse. This is just an average. I don't even know this beast. These are average beasts. Average with that I mean that they're not famous. That's what I mean. Just average around the people and stuff like that. Yeah, I would not look at none of these beasts, man. I see yellow hair. I'm looking the other way. Play on, player. Do your thing, and I'm gonna do mine. Once I get that spiritual power, I'm gonna show you what's really going down in the back of my mind. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You're gonna be laying on the back of your head by that time, Heavenly Father willing, of course. Ain't no red cheek black female gonna live among me, man. I'm telling you that. If let me not talk too much. This, put to death. I'm telling you. If I had the power, you wouldn't be living. I'm telling you. But anyway, I don't have the power. Not yet, by the way. Anyway, so yeah. So, hey, once that time comes, when the Heavenly Father, sets us up, we're going to have that there. So, with that, I'm gonna say think I'm done. Yeah, here was the ramble. Yeah, here was the ramble. Right, I'm gonna put all these links in the description box so you can check it out for yourself. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom.